Welcome to Savor the Story podcast, where books and snacks are life. I'm Nicole. That's Vanessa. Sup?
Hello.
Hey.
Can I tell you, if you're not watching, I'm wearing a California sweatshirt because I am one of those weirdos that likes to buy a sweatshirt in the airport.
Is that an airport sweatshirt?
Yes, it's an airport sweatshirt.
From a state that you used to live in?
Mm-hmm. I surprisingly don't have anything that's California, branded. Yeah, I have a bunch of LA stuff because of the Dodgers, but I don't have anything California specific. And we were walking through LAX and I saw this and I was like, I need that. And Tim was like, okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, it was only $20, so it wasn't like, because I was fully expecting it to be like $60.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw $19.99, I was like, mine.
That's the one I want.
Yep. Yes. So I just wanted to point it out from the very beginning that I'm wearing a California sweatshirt.
Look at my $20 sweatshirt.
Look at my $20 airport sweatshirt.
Nice.
And then I saw, when I flew into Chicago, they had this exact same sweater, but it said Chicago on it. And I was like, do I want to be that person? And I decided I didn't.
Okay. I need that?
I decided I didn't.
Yeah.
I did consider it. So we'll see the next time I have to go to the Chicago airport. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. The amount of times I've been to the Chicago airport, it's a good thing. I couldn't imagine buying a sweatshirt from the airport. Every single, have a shit ton of Detroits, a shit ton of Chicagos. Oh man.
No, I won't do it every time. I've been to LAX quite a few times, and I also lived in California my whole life, and I never bought a sweatshirt before now.
Nice.
It just felt like it was needed. You know why? Because I feel like I don't really know the next time I'm going to be going back. So maybe it was an internal monologue that I was having.
Your body's your brain was like, I must have something to remember it by.
Yes.
Nice.
We'll see. But, yeah, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Great.
I bought this new sweater, too. And I don't like it.
Oh, no. Why not?
So I bought it because it's that Sherpa line. But I washed it last night, and the little tab for the hood came out all the way out somehow.
Oh no!
So now you can't not that I'm walking around cinched hood all the time,
right?
But, and it also shrank.
Yeah. Did you dry it?
Mike did.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's this is a large.
It doesn't. No.
No. So it's it's barely longer than the shirt that I'm wearing under it, which is just a regular t-shirt. The sleeves are not quite there. But I don't know, it just feels tight on my body now. And I just wanted something giant and fluffy and cozy. And I want my sleeves to go past my fingers.
Yep.
I don't want it tight on my body. It's too much stimulus. And that's what I have right now.
Well, if you're going to wash and dry it, I feel like then you probably need a 2XL or something for it to still be big if it's going to shrink.
Yeah. So I don't know. Not to get into the semantics of Amazon shopping or whatever, and people, because whenever I buy clothes, I always look at the reviews to see if people are buy large, buy small. Every single person was it's great size, and I was okay, great. So
well, it probably is until you dry it.
Nobody said anything about drying it, but yes, I knew it was going to be fucked as soon as I pulled it out of the dryer this morning. I was well, at least I got, I don't know.
I did nothing.
At least I got something. I can wear it today. And
right.
It's been driving me crazy all day today, though. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh. Well.
So, how's California? Did you eat any wonderful snacks?
No.
Okay.
Not really. I mean, I ate at all my normal places, but the last time I went to California, didn't I use sushi as my snack that week?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't do that again because I did eat sushi again.
You can.
Sure. We hit up all of our like favorite places, like our favorite Mexican, our favorite sushi, our favorite well, it's kind of Mexican, but it's like a fast food place called Sharky's, but it's like fresh fast food, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's delightful, and I had that, and that was so good. And then I had my sister-in-law took us to get ice cream at a place called Handles.
I feel like I've heard of that place.
I feel like she was disappointed that I hadn't heard of it before, or that we like Tim and I hadn't heard of it before, which makes me think that it's like a known place. But I mean, it was good. I'm just not like a super ice cream person, so I don't know if I want to use that as my snack. I also had my like once a year McDonald's while we were there, so
nice.
Maybe I should use McDonald's as my snack this week.
When you only have it once a year, what do you get?
Oh, I get a quarter pounder with cheese, large fry.
I always get the 2 cheeseburger meal.
Oh,
I always get that with
that's
no
good
onion.
too. Well, no, I want extra onion.
Yeah, you can, all the onion that I leave behind, you can have.
Yes, I can have it. Yeah, that's what I usually get. Because like I said, I don't get it very often, so I'll use McDonald's as my snack today.
Nice. Yeah. Well, since I was in Ohio this last week, I went to like went and ordered all like my favorite foods, like favorite restaurants there. I had
So you were doing the same thing that I do in California in Ohio.
Right. Yeah, I had like Condados and I had like Piata and what's that brunch place? Like something
First Watch?
First Watch. Thank you. Yeah, I was like Fourth Watch? Like, third? No, none of these sound right.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I had First Watch, like and then like another broken egg or something like that. I probably had like 15 brunches.
Did you?
I was only there like 6 or 7 days, but like I had like all the brunches.
Great. Did you go to Chewy's?
No, fuck.
You didn't get your jalapeno ranch?
No. Dude,
Nicole.
I had so much food that like most days that I didn't even eat like a second meal because I had just eaten so much food the one meal that I had. So
well, that's still unfortunate because you were talking about that like months ago. Oh
well. But
next
I
time.
guess so maybe I'll use, I don't know, I feel like brunch.
That's
What's
a good
brunch?
idea.
All brunches. I'm not even going to pick a type of brunch.
Okay.
I'm just going to say brunch.
Did you have good things at those places, at your brunch places?
Oh, yeah. Like, you know how they have like all those crazy like skillets, and I think I had different types of skillets at every single place. Now that I'm really thinking about it, like really like, it seems to be like a pattern.
Okay.
So.
Well, they're delicious, so I understand it.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, also, while you were in Ohio, my dog decided to eat my whole house. And I'll put a picture of it in here for anyone who is interested in seeing what my dog did to my furniture, because
Poor
he was
boy.
pissed off at everyone for leaving him.
Yeah. Poor guy.
And then Tim patched it up, and I'm pretty sure it looks worse than it did before. But at this point, I don't even care. The couch is just Ollie's, and it'll get thrown away at some point. So I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, so that couch had already been like on the list of things I'm going to get rid of whenever we finally move, because like the sun has bleached the back of it and stuff from sitting in the window, and like the cats have they have their little claw marks in the top of it from walking across. So it was already like on the list of things to go. Ollie just like really solidified that.
He was like, just in case you were thinking about it on the fence.
Just in case. So, yeah, he, if anyone has any tips and tricks of how to have your dog not have separation anxiety, please share them, because I don't want more of my furniture to be eaten.
You need to figure it out before you buy the new stuff.
Yes, exactly. Before we go anywhere else with new stuff, I need to figure out how to make him not eat my entire house and all of its belongings. Oh my gosh.
No, he's just eating it, you know, right? Like he doesn't get like sick, or he doesn't ingest, I should say. He just like,
I don't think so. Because there's enough pieces that are around, and all of the floof from either the blankets or the couch or the toys or whatever it is, like it's always around the house, and he's never gotten sick once. So I don't think that he's actually like eating it. He's just ripping it apart. I think he's just like throwing out, like throwing the fluff around.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
Yeah. I couldn't even imagine if he was like eating pieces of it.
I know. I know. I've heard of dogs like having to have surgery and stuff like that because of that. So he needs to get his shit together.
Yeah. So
I can't deal with it anymore. But yeah, so like I said, if anyone has any tips, I will take them, because he has terrible separation anxiety.
Poor boy.
Oh, my poor boy. But he has such a cute face.
And ears. His little ears.
We can't be mad at him for too long. That's basically what Tim said. Like, he was mad when we first walked in, and he was like, "Are you a bad boy?" And then he gave him his cute little puppy face, and then Tim was like, "Oh, you're so cute."
He's like, "I forgive you. I know you didn't do this on purpose."
Yes, yeah. I know you're sorry. It's okay.
All I have to do is look sad.
He's so bad. I do have some bookish news for you.
I'm ready.
Okay, great. So, my bookish news took me down a little bit of a rabbit hole. I apologize.
I don't think that you are apologizing. If every single week you're like, "I went down a rabbit hole. Sorry, guys."
I'm not really that sorry. I just want you to feel like I'm sorry.
I do not accept.
Damn it. Okay. Well, that's fine. So, my initial bookish news is that Matt Denneman, the author of Dungeon Crawler Carl, has a new book coming out, like a standalone, not part of DCC, coming out in February, and it's called Operation Bounce House. And he rated it 1 star on Goodreads.
Okay.
And this makes me laugh. Also, on Reddit, there's I'm in like the DCC Reddit, and so people just post everything like Matt related in there. And somebody posted a screenshot of it, and they actually made a funny joke. They said, "He probably hasn't even read it," or something like that. And then Matt commented on it though, and he was like, "And I do it again." So I thought it was funny just because like him rating his own book 1 star made me want to read it more, like not less.
Like reverse psychology.
Yes. I just like the idea that it almost makes me feel like he's just like, yeah, fuck ratings, I don't care. Like, I kind of the idea that I get. But in that happening and my like enjoyment of that happening, I was like, I saw something else in that Reddit thread of other authors who have done things like that. And it got me searching for things that people or authors have done when their new books are coming out.
Okay.
And I found a couple that I want to tell you about.
Okay.
So I did see one thing about like authors saying that they give their one star reviews just to like get it's almost like a mental thing. Like, let's get one bad review out there and then I don't have to think about it again, right? Like the first one is out and then that's that. So I was like, that's kind of cute. Like, that's a good way for like to mentally prepare yourself for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was this one though. The author her name is Kate Corain, and she wrote a sci-fi fantasy book called Crown of Starlight. I actually need to look up if it actually was ever published, because she was a first-time author, and her book Crown of Starlight was coming out, and she ended up being fired by her publisher and her agent because she was found that she had been posting fake negative reviews on popular books that would be coming out around the same time as her book, or like that were already out that are in the same genre. And when like popular books that were being recommended a lot, she was going out and posting fake negative reviews on all of them. Apparently it's something called review bombing, which I'd never heard of before, but apparently it's like a thing.
Oh my gosh.
She basically went out there. She ended up admitting to creating a total of 8 profiles on Goodreads.
Okay.
And among those 8 profiles, she went out and like all 8 profiles gave her book 5-star ratings.
Well,
all 8 of those profiles, right, exactly. All 8 of those profiles then liked the reviews of the other 8 profiles, which is how people kind of started realizing that they were all connected, because those same 8 profiles are the ones that were leaving bad reviews on all of the other books. So it kind of started getting like, that's really weird that those are the same 8 things and they're all liking each other. They're all connected. Then she, when it came, like the accusations were coming out that it was her doing this, she then said that it was a friend of hers that was doing it and came up with this whole lie and posted fake screenshots of a conversation between her and this friend. And people immediately found out. And then after that, she said, like, yes, it was me. She says that she was suffering from a psychological breakdown because she had just started new medication. She did say that she did accept, like, fault for it. Like, I made a mistake. But she says that that was the reason. So, it ended up being... she ended up being dropped from her publisher, so I don't know if that book actually ever got published or anything, if she self-published it. But yeah, people were, I think that was in 2023 is what I saw, so it was pretty recent that happened. But that's a little crazy, that
over the top.
Yeah, just to get your book like having more good reviews, and like, it's one thing to fake profiles that increase your ratings, but to go out and specifically target other it was like mostly indie authors too, like new authors that she was focused on. That like, that's kind of another level.
Yeah, I can. Well, I mean, to go back to what you were saying, I think, I don't even know if I would go, if I was an author, if I would be comfortable going and creating 8 to just like, to do mine.
No.
I mean, I would definitely request like friends and family.
Yes.
You know, like, hey, can you read this book and give me a 5-star? And be, you know, maybe be nice about it or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, like.
But to catfish everybody with these fake profiles, like, I don't know. That's
don't you have to have like an email address for every single one too?
I think so. So you're
like, creating above it. Man, that's a lot.
That is a lot. And that one that one was one of the big ones that I found when I was like looking around, like, what have authors done for promotion? Because that was another thing I was thinking, like, what if Matt Denneman is doing it kind of as like a publicity type thing? Like, it makes people talk, right? The fact that you give your own book 1 star. Right. So that was like how it got me into that. So my second story for you, it made me laugh because it's an author named Jennifer Bell. And I think this was back in like 2010 is when this one was. And it was for a book called The 7-Year Bitch.
All right.
And I kind of want to read it now, but she ended up, so basically her publisher gave her like this publicity company to work with, and that publicity company ended up not really doing anything, and so she wanted to do something on her own, like take it into her own hands. And anybody she asked, like they kept basically just saying like, take out an ad on this social media platform or whatever, and she was like, that's not what I want to do. So she ended up hiring like 100 actresses to go out into the world of New York City to like subways and parks and during rush hour and just read her book and laugh in public.
All right.
Apparently it worked for her because it sounds like she did well. I didn't see any like specific numbers of like her book doing like bestseller or whatever, but it did get like a lot of the people who were doing that for her that got paid for her to go out and do it. Like it did make people ask like, oh, what book are you reading? Or, you know, questions like that and stuff. But yeah, that was her way of promoting it, is she gave all of these she like got their resumes, got their headshots. She made them come in and audition their laughs.
Why?
And then she like set up times, like a schedule for them. So like this 2-hour block, I want people on the subway, like the L train, it said. And like this 2-hour block, I want you in Central Park. And this 2-hour block on the steps of the Met. Like it was just funny. And then they were just supposed to read and laugh around people.
Just like, ha ha ha.
Yes, exactly.
Needless to say, I wouldn't have gotten picked.
No, I don't think you would have. If that's the laugh you're going with. No, it was funny. She did say there was one girl who like snorted when she laughed, and she picked her because she was like, that's adorable. Yeah, I just thought that was a really cute, like, different way. I still think it's a little bit cheating, but it's much better than going out and putting down other authors, right? This is your own personal thing. This is just you saying like, look, my book is funny. Like,
right. And it's her own money invested, it sounds like. So if I
she actually broke it down. She said she spent, hold on, I have it right here somewhere. She spent $65 for the ad to like have the actresses come in. $50 for the studio that she held the auditions at, $110 for a film editor to put together some footage of the actresses laughing at the audition. So it was probably like a promo video to like put out. $500 to buy her own books to give to them. And then $320 went to the actresses. So about $1,000, it sounds like, close to $1,000 for, which I guess isn't terrible for like a marketing plan, right? Like a marketing publicity plan.
Sounds like they each only like, you know, like spent like an hour on the subway or an hour somewhere, just like ha 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 ha.
Yeah, she said. I think she said she paid them like $8 an hour, and then each of them did 2 hours.
$8 an hour?
Well, this is 2010, so 15 years ago. That's about right.
I guess.
For like minimum wage. They made $20 to go sit on the train and read for 2 hours.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, how do you use that in your resume?
I'm a great laugher.
Like
I can laugh on demand.
Like in my portfolio, they're like, "Can you please explain this laughing that you did in Central Park in 2010?"
I don't know. Maybe they just did it for
$20.
Just for $20.
You buy like
and
4
a free
Starbucks drinks and
That's
a free
right.
drink. Yeah.
So, she got like 600 applications. So clearly people were interested in that. But yeah, anyway, that was my deep dive that I did. And I'm very happy about it.
Nice.
Yes. Are you ready to tell me about your reviews today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell me.
Full of laughs.
Great.
Everybody who sends me a video of their laugh will get $8.
Oh, goodness. You better hope nobody listens to that.
I'm going to cap that at the first 10 people.
Okay, that's fair. Great. If you have a video of your laughter that you would like $8 for, send your video and Venmo
to me.
To savorthestorypod@gmail.com.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Well, there goes $80. So I'm going to review one book this week.
Okay.
Yes, one book. So I'm going to review, it's called The Shattered King.
Okay.
By Charlie N. Holmberg. I read this on my phone.
Okay.
It is a...
Does that mean Kindle?
Yes.
Okay.
On my Kindle app. So this is a fantasy romance. There are some triggers in this. It is rape, sexual assault, chronic illness, and a lost pregnancy.
Okay.
Okay. Much book description. Prop this guy up a little bit. So, this is actually book 1 it's called The Shattered King Duology.
Okay.
The second book is expected to come out, expected 3 March. But it was, I don't know if that's the actual date. It doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like that's like a firm date, right?
Oh. Is it one of those like fake Goodreads dates that like pops up sometimes? Okay.
Yes. So, but all right. So before I start, I have to say, because I didn't listen to this, I am not sure of some of these pronunciations.
Oh no. It's
and
one
the way
of those.
In the way it's spelled, oh, my fucking tablet just turned off. It's like I'm sleeping. So, yeah, the way it's spelled is Cansere. And in my brain, I was like, cancer?
Like, oh, no.
I don't, Canzier?
Can you spell it again?
Cansere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
I'm gonna approve of whatever you decided on.
Yeah, so if you've listened to this book, please send me the pronunciation.
Yes.
So, the kingdom of Canzier is on the brink of war, and young men are currently being drafted and sent away to different parts of the kingdom where they're just kind of like waiting to see if this other country like invades. Okay. And as that's just like in the background information, because what's really going on that's important to the story is in this kingdom, there's a whole bunch of people who have like special abilities. There's like 3 main types. Like you can be like a healer, or they call them like a soul binder or something. And then there's like another one where you can like read people, like communicate via touch, or like read people's minds or stuff like that. Okay. The only one that is legal is the healing. Oh. The other 2 are outlawed, and then like if you don't have any of those 3 abilities, you could also not have any of those 3 abilities. You could just be like a normal person, right? Okay. So in this, so that's backstory, right? So the female lead, her name is Nim. She lives in one of the smaller villages, like away from the capital and the castle and all that other stuff. And she lives there with her 6 siblings. And she is a healer. Okay. So like literally the day after her brother is conscripted and sent away, she gets a notice in the mail where she finds out that she's also been conscripted.
Is that like drafted
yes.
into? Okay.
Yeah, so she's also been like drafted, but not into the war effort. She's been picked to be, hopefully, to be a healer for one of the princes at this castle, right? His name is Ren. I think he's second in line, and he is always been sick.
Okay.
He's always been like a sickly child, and then when he was 10, he like fell down a whole bunch of stairs, and it like really fucked him up. And then, but ever since
she
then,
is meant to come in and just like keep healing him because he's sick.
right? So nobody knows why he's sick all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then like throughout his whole entire life, it's been like 15 years or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's been like this. All these healers have come in, and they've never been able to help him.
Okay.
So Nim is conscripted or drafted to come in and try her best to heal him. And she's like, because like her brother just left and she has like 6 siblings at home who are all like 15 or younger, she's like, I can't do this. I need to be here. Like, I have all these responsibilities. I'm just going to go there. I'm going to pretend to try. And then I'm going to come home.
Basically, I'm going to get fired on purpose.
Right. Yes. So she travels there. She gets there. And as she's like trying to help him, she ends up feeling really bad for him. Okay. Like, basically, nobody really knows the extent of how bad that he is. They just know that he's been sick for a really long time, and he's been out of the public eye. So she's like, she ends up seeing him, and she's like, oh, this is worse than I thought. I feel really bad. So she actually tries. She ends up trying, and she's like, I'll explain the magic later, but she like gets in there and she's like, oh, this is worse than I thought. There's no way anybody can fix this. But she's like, but I'll try. I'll try to do something. So she goes in there and she fixes like this one minuscule piece. And then as she does that, she comes back out of her like trance or whatever, and she's like, sorry, I can't help you. And they're like, fine, just fucking leave. Well, as she's leaving, the prince is like, holy shit, I can move my toe or something, like, you know, something really small and minuscule. And they're like, hold on, time out.
Oh, no.
You're not going anywhere. Because that is the most progress that anybody has been able to do. And she's like, but I don't want to be here. And they're like, too bad. So they make her the prince's official healer. She's now expected to be with him at all times and try to fix whatever's going on with him. And then like the more time they spend together, she like finds herself liking him and stuff like that. And then she is also kind of like, something is not right about this illness. It doesn't make sense. Like, I can't, everything that I do regresses back. Like, something is really wrong. Like, it's not a normal illness, right? And then on top of that, that war that I was talking about at the beginning is also still a thing, and they also have to deal with that, right?
Okay.
So that's the description of the book.
As
High
you
level.
were explaining it, I was thinking, and you don't have to say anything, yes or no or whatever, because I feel like it might be spoily, but I was thinking that he has a curse on him.
So that's not brought up in this book.
Oh, okay.
So what is actually wrong with him, you don't really find out in this book.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I assume we're gonna get, based on how the story went, we're gonna get more clarification in book 2.
Okay.
So just some thoughts, general thoughts. The war part of this book is very background. Like, you know at the beginning that there is a war coming, and then you know at the end that there's a war. But like the whole book where all this is going on, they're like, oh yes, there's a war, but there's still people having parties and like hanging out and like doing things, and it's like,
so it's like the rich people being removed from the war part of it. Okay.
Yeah. So I did enjoy the growth between Nim and his name. Did I say his name? It's Ren. Sorry.
Yes.
If I didn't,
yeah, you did.
So I appreciate the growth. They, obviously start out as like not really enemies. is they don't know each other.
Yeah, and they're in kind of different spaces of life and like all that.
Right, yeah. He's kind of, he's like a spoiled prince, and he's obviously been in like incredible amounts of pain for his whole life, and he doesn't apparently move or like go out and do things. Like he's completely like, the way it reads in the book is he's either in bed or he's like on this couch.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Being in pain. So he's kind of like whiny and not pleasant at the beginning.
And how old are they? Like early 20s-ish?
He's 20. She's 24.
Okay.
So, yeah. So the growth from like, I guess if you want to call it enemies, I don't really consider it to be that, but like, from enemies to like an appreciation for each other, to like friends, to like love. It was good.
Okay.
It's a very slow burn.
Okay.
Like I would rate this like 0 on the scale of like anything happening, right?
Okay.
I really enjoyed Nim. She acts like a normal 24-year-old who has 6 siblings that she's in charge of.
Okay.
Her parents died when she was younger.
She actually is like their parental figure.
Right. And she acts like it, right?
Okay.
She's not there just like, but the whole story kind of going back to like their whole, like from growth from enemies to lovers or whatever, and her responsibility and her level of maturity and his, have you ever heard of Nightingale syndrome?
Yeah.
Okay. This book has heavy Nightingale syndrome themes.
Do you want to explain it just in case somebody doesn't?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll give you what I guess how I interpret it is, Nightingale syndrome is when you have like a nurse or a caregiver, and either the caregiver falls in love with the patient or the patient falls in love with the caregiver throughout like the course of their time together. And I think that's actually based on Florence Nightingale, who's an actual person. So, okay. My bad thoughts, I guess, the things that I didn't like about this book.
Sure.
The queen is like unnecessarily a bitch the whole time. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. I feel like that's a very common trope for like, especially fantasy worlds. They always make the queen a bitch.
Right. Like, it's just, she spent, I couldn't get over how much of a bitch she is, just because like she's mean, she's unnecessarily like rude. She like sends her to the dungeons multiple times, and like there's like a little bit of like back talk and like stuff like that, but for somebody who needs Nim,
you brought me here to literally heal your son,
right? And she's working on it, and I can understand like the whole like there is like little nuances, right? But you need this person. Why are you being such a horrible person to them? So that didn't really make a lot of sense to me, and I was just kind of like, all right, whatever. It's just one of those books where it's just a thing, right?
Yep.
So the magic. I'm going to talk a little bit about the magic.
Okay.
I'm not. There's some questions that that I need answers to. Like I was saying earlier, like 2/3 of the magic is illegal. You don't get any backstory to the magic. You just know that there's 3 types of magic. You kind of know what the other 2 are.
Okay.
And like a brief sentence of what you can do if you have that type of magic.
Yeah.
But besides it, like the king saying like, oh, that's illegal, you don't really get like a lot of reason why, minus like, oh, the king thinks it's bad because like he doesn't want people who can read my mind.
Basically, he's scared of it.
Right.
He's scared of those things, and so he's going to outlaw them. Okay.
Right. So you also don't like, none of that none of the fantasy world of how like magic came to be or anything like that exists. There's none of that. You just know that Nim has a type of magic, right? Yeah. So her magic is interesting. I know I said I would explain a little bit about what it is. So I'm not going to use this word. I'm not going to use it right because she has a different word for it, and it doesn't make any sense if I just say it. So it's like, if she touches a person and she goes into like their aura or their soul. Okay. And each person's aura or soul is different. And if she goes in there, she can see, like, let's say I'm going to use one of the examples is, oh, your aura is like a stack of books. Okay. And if you're sick or you're hurt or something within that stack, like maybe one of the books is crooked. Okay. And so she just goes into your soul and she fixes that book and makes it align with all the other books. Okay. And then she comes back out of her trance and you feel better. Right?
Interesting. All right. Yeah.
So that's kind of how she explains the magic, her magic, and how she heals people.
Okay. Yeah.
So that being said, I say this specifically for you, Vanessa.
Okay.
If you have a hard time maybe visualizing descriptions, this book is probably going to be a struggle because she spends, I can't even put a percentage of it, 70% of this book in his aura, she actually calls it, like, I think she calls it a lumi. Okay. She spends all her time in there describing what she's doing. Okay. And how she's doing it and, like, how she's fixing it and, like, stuff like that. You know, I really dumbed it down when I was like, she put a book on top of another book.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay, so I could definitely see why that would be a struggle for me.
Right. Like, and after this, I'll explain it to you more, but, like, yeah, it's just, it was a lot, like, even for me, and she's like, oh, I did these things, and I was like, yeah, okay, I can kind of see what that would look like, but I couldn't get, like, a clear picture of what she was doing. I was just kind of like, all right, there's a bunch of broken glass on the ground, cool.
All right, yep, okay.
Yeah, so she spends, actually, the whole book, like I said, is like 70% her just working on him.
Wow.
So, like, I want to say the book felt slow in some areas because
I could see that if, like, that's all you're getting is just constantly her looking for things that are wrong in there. Like, I could totally understand why that would be slow. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it would be like watching somebody put together a puzzle.
Okay, I think that's that sounds like a fair assessment of that.
Right. So a lot of the book was just kind of like watching that, you know, watching somebody put together a puzzle. You're just kind of like, all right, cool.
Okay, great. You know, let's move on to the
glad
plot.
You're having fun. Yeah. So you also don't really meet the villain until the end. You know who the villain is going to be the whole time, but you don't really meet them until the end. And go ahead.
Do you think that's a big part of book 2 then, is like the villain coming in and
Oh yeah. And kind of like the queen, he feels very over the top. Just like over the top evil. So I don't know. I have like a note written as I was writing all my notes while I was reading this book. I was like, why are all these secondary characters written like just over the top? Like, and then also villains. Like, villains are allowed, people are allowed to be nuanced. I don't have to be hit over the head with a baseball bat about it.
Just the villain doesn't have to be like full evil, just like evil laughter.
Right. You're allowed. Yeah, you're allowed to write a book where, like, I don't, like, he could have been there the whole time and there would have been no reason for me to know that it was him. And then at the very end, he shows up and I would have been like, oh, okay, same thing.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
But, so yeah, I still have a lot of questions.
Okay.
I'm hoping will be answered in book 2. I will read book 2.
Okay, you're like 100%. You're
yeah.
in, okay. I'm gonna find out what happens.
Yeah, I definitely want to know what happens. I really enjoyed the book overall. Okay. Even with its faults, I still ended up enjoying it. Kind of like you're saying, like, I don't care what the problems are.
Yes.
I want to read it anyways.
Yes. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing. Like, I don't care. I still really liked it.
Yes. So I know I spent a lot of time on like how slow the book was and like stuff like that. I still enjoyed it. I still read it pretty quick. I think I read it within like 2 days.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give it like a 4. Okay. I'm willing to go up to a 4.5.
Okay.
But I wouldn't go 5.
Okay. So
4.5 or 4 brunches.
Okay, great. Whole brunches.
The entire brunch.
Oh, all right. I only have one for you today. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Okay, great. It is called The Nowhere Child by Christian White. It was a sister book club, and it's a thriller mystery. I'm going to lean more mystery than thriller, but same genre area. And I listened to it on Spotify Premium, so if you have that, it's available on there, or should be available for you on there. Okay. 26 years ago, Sammy Went is her last name. It's very confusing. Sammy Went was a 2-year-old girl in Manson, Kentucky, and she went missing without a trace from her home. When Sammy went missing back in 1990, Jack and Molly Went, her parents, were struggling to keep their already estranged marriage together. So as time passed, like after she was taken, Molly really got pulled much further into the church that she was really in, which was the Church of the Light Within. Is the name of it. It is a Pentecostal fundamentalist group who handle poisonous snakes as part of their worship.
Oh.
So
is this a real thing?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I feel like maybe that's a Googleable thing.
All right.
But you know what I'm going to say? That I wouldn't be surprised, because especially in the fundamentalist groups, I do feel like they go a little extreme with some of their teachings and practices. So basically their handling of in this specific Church of the Light Within, the handling of the light or of the poisonous snakes was like, if it's God's will to live through this or to not be bitten or to whatever, then that's what will happen.
Okay.
Basically, God will keep you alive if you are bitten by this poisonous snake. Like, that is the vibe. So take that for what it is, right? Okay, so Molly started sinking further and further into her faith, and Jack did his best to raise and protect their other daughter and son that they had. And after a short time, they fell apart. Like, he ended up taking the kids, and she just grew further into the church. So now, in present day, we're in Melbourne, Australia, and a woman named Kimberly Leamy is approached by an American accountant who believes that she is Sammy.
Oh, okay.
The woman that raised Kimmy, or Kim, I guess she's just called Kim. I just put Sammy and Kim together. The woman who raised Kim, died of cancer 4 years ago. So she's not around to answer any questions, find out about their biological relationship in any way, or ask if she kidnapped her.
All right.
Yeah, so she's not there. So the American man decides to do a hidden DNA test.
Okay.
Basically, steals something that she drank out of, and it's proven that Kim and Sammy are one and the same. So Kim ends up traveling back to America to reunite with the family that she never had, with the hopes of finally solving the abduction mystery of who took her, why, all of that stuff. because up to this point they have no valid leads. And with the woman that raised her being gone, they don't have anyone that can answer, like, how did you get her? Like, all that kind of stuff. So as they uncover more details concerning the mystery, they end up having to dig very deep into this religious fanaticism that's happening in this small town, and the depths that this group will go to save someone's soul. So that's the gist of the book.
All right.
This book was a recommendation from, this was a Mr. Chatty thing. My sister and I were looking for something mystery, psychological thriller. I did ask specifically for something with no cheating because I was done with that. And I will get to that in a minute. So this book was one of like 10 that he gave as a recommendation. And we chose this one because it simply said, a woman finds out that she might have been abducted as a child. There's a dual timeline. There's family secrets and cults. And so me and Ashley were like, cool, that sounds great. Ashley she was like, cults, I'm in. So I will say everything that he said, recommended or whatever, it all panned out, except there was one cheating thing. And it was very early, and I was very angry, and I was like, I said no cheating. And it's because like none of it ended up not really being a part of the story. It was just like one, like in the first one or two chapters or something, like something happens and there's a little bit of a cheating, but it ends up not playing a part in the story really at all. So once I got past that, I was fine. But it's not in any of like the promotional things. There was no reviews that said anything about it and stuff. So it was very difficult for, if you go and search for something that has no cheating, it's easy for this book to come up. So if that's a thing that you're against like me right now, it's okay. You can move past it. So the story, like I said, was told in alternating timelines. So you get information from back in 1990, around the time that she went missing, and you get it from multiple POVs depending on which story you're getting. And then you get current timeline from Kim's POV as she kind of navigates through everything, like meeting the family, kind of learning all the things as she goes. And so along the way, you start finding out exactly how we got to the kidnapping and who is doing it. There is like a big twist and reveal at the end of the book, and both my sister and I had thought we figured it out. We actually both had the same idea of what it was going to be, and we were both wrong.
Wow.
So, maybe we had different ideas. I think she had like a part of it that she got right. Like there was a piece of the reveal that she ended up getting right, but the actual big mystery part of it, we weren't close. Okay. So I feel like for that alone, I feel like that's a great thriller mystery because it's something we didn't pick. It's not something we immediately like knew. It was actually a true reveal. So we liked that.
Okay. Was it the snake kidnapped her?
The snake did not kidnap her.
All right, whatever.
No, I don't actually think there was a snake involved in her kidnapping at all.
Okay, fine.
Unfortunately.
Lost opportunity.
Yes. So I will say for overall, we both enjoyed it. It's not like a fantastic book, but it's not bad by any means. We both kind of had some issues with it, but overall it was very enjoyable. I do find the reason that she was kidnapped was kind of a stupid reason. It could have been easily explained away if some people had just had like a conversation and then the reason for the kidnapping would have just been like, oh, she doesn't need to be kidnapped, like that kind of thing. So that part bothered me a little bit. Like it was almost like a miscommunication trope, but in a mystery.
Okay. All right.
And so yeah, that was that I think that was like my biggest negative, or my biggest con with this book, was just that like one conversation would have solved this whole thing, man.
Okay. Yeah, especially if it's like 26 years of like mystery.
Yeah. Like, and the people, like, I don't know, the people that were all involved in all of the behind the scenes stuff, like, I get it. There was some other things that were happening that they weren't going to go talk to these other people. So I guess I understand the why behind it, but it still was like, you jump to conclusions. She didn't need to be kidnapped.
Right.
So, in the end, I actually, since that was my only con, I ended up rating it 4.
Nice.
So 4 quarter pounders. That sounds like a great night.
That kind of sounds like dinner.
Yeah, so 4 quarter pounders, because I really liked it. Like, it just, I think I'm very excited by the fact that I didn't guess it. Because awesome. That's a very uncommon thing for us to go through. So that's my book this week. I would absolutely recommend it for anybody who is interested in mystery thriller cults.
All right.
Yes. Are you ready for a question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, which genre is the hardest to get right? And why do you think that? So just because I just talked about a thriller, I feel like I want to say that. But, I mean, obviously there's a shit ton of authors out there that get it right. Mm-hmm. I think maybe it's not the thriller part of it. It's just like the twisty part of thrillers. Mm-hmm. Like being able to set it up in a way that like lets you kind of be a part of the story without giving away your twists that you want to keep hidden. I feel like that takes a lot of it takes a lot of really good writing to be able to do that.
Yeah, that, and I know we've talked about this before, but a lot of people read thrillers so you're looking for it, right?
Yeah.
Like mysteries, your brain cannot stop trying to figure out what's going on because you know that's what you're looking to read, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. So to your point, writing that stuff has to be incredibly difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, which I think is the reason why. But it's not just like the thriller genre. I think if it's any book that you're trying to keep some sort of secret or whatever that you don't want the reader to understand fully early on, I just think it's super hard. I can understand why writers have such a hard time with that because it's such a big, like, how much you have to decide how much information is the right amount of information to let them get to a point of being able to like be a part of it without being like, here it is.
Right. I kept this from you the whole book.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll since you said mystery, thriller, kind of, I guess I'm going to touch on romance just for a minute. Okay. Not so much because I think, but I'm going to digress here for a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, now you see a lot of people or a lot of places doing remakes of like movies from older movies because I don't want to say there are no more ideas for movies, but doesn't feel like there's a lot of like movies coming out where you're like, oh shit,
that's a brand new information.
That's brand new information. It's a brand new idea.
Yeah.
Romances are kind of getting the same way. Like, I think you're just so much romance out there right now because that's the big, probably because one of the reasons is because that's like the big ticket moneymaker right now, right?
Oh, everybody we just had that conversation, I think, last week, right?
Right. Like, everybody wants to read a romance book right now. It's a really popular genre. So that being said, you just get like inundated with romances where you have all these different types of tropes, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, man, do I really want to read another trope where like the person cheats? Or
exactly.
Do I want to read another friends to, or enemies to friends to lovers, or whatever the fuck I'm trying to say? Like, do I really want to read another one of those? How many different ways can friends become lovers? Mm-hmm. I don't know, but I feel like we're almost there.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I feel like I think that's the easy answer. Mm-hmm. Just that, and I think everybody's opinion on romance, what makes a romance a great romance is wildly different, right? So
I definitely think that, because especially like just between me and you, like you don't like it when the man is too perfect. Mm-hmm. And I really enjoy that.
Exactly, right?
So yeah, I feel like you're right. It's really hard to get it quote unquote right, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Basically, I think what we're getting down to is that being an author is really hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Writing a book is hard.
Yes, writing a book that people will enjoy, and the majority of people will enjoy, because there's always going to be people who don't like what you wrote, but it's fucking hard. Mm-hmm. I think maybe the answer to the question is really like any genre is really mm-hmm. hard to write, because mm-hmm. they all take some sort of like pre-thought and
right. Yeah. Yeah, and also like you hit it right on the head, like nail on the head, like people.
Yes, you have to write for the people.
You have to write for people. And people are notoriously difficult. Mm-hmm. So I feel like a lot of times when I'm like, oh man, I don't like this job, I'm gonna get a new job, and I'm like, but wait, would I like my new job because right. I still have people?
Exactly.
So like, I feel like,
yeah, that's true. That's people just you are never gonna please everyone, and I feel like you just have to know that going in and have really thick skin.
Give yourself a 1-star rating.
That's right. Be Matt Denneman and just kick it off and be like, you know what? Ratings are stupid. Yeah. All right. Well, great answer, Nicole.
Yes. All the answers today.
Yes. You, dear listeners, let us know if you think that there's a specific genre that's like harder than others for people to write. Or if you are an author, do you find like maybe you are intimidated by a genre because you think it's harder to write than what you're currently writing? Let us know. Savor the Story Pod, everywhere you could go. All of the socials, all of the emails, the websites. Savor the Story Pod. Tell your friends. Give us likes and comments and things.
Laughs.
And laughs. Oh, yes. Remember Nicole's promise. Send us a video of you laughing, and she'll send you $8.
Less than minimum wage.
That's
depending
right.
on state.
But you know what? If all you had to do is take a video of you laughing, I think $8 well earned.
Yeah. And I won't even take out taxes.
How nice of you.
I know.
All right. Thank you for listening. Come back next week.
Yeah. Come back next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye, guys. Get out of here.